Previously on T-Man 978.
The stand holding her up. I have sticky tack holding this casket door to the floor. And I put a safety pin into my little board back here and in his back to keep him levitated.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Studio Series number 110 Bumblebee movie, Shockwave. He's a Voyager class and he is using up all of this box. Look at that. He can't be contained. He's almost coming out of the package. Here's this, and let me open it because I want to open it. I don't know if I'm going to continue to have him on purple, but whatever. Alright, here he is out of the packaging. He comes with the cardboard backdrop right there that's showing Cybertron. He comes with a collectors. He comes with an instruction manual. You get the gun separate and a little hose that attaches to his back and the gun. They're all separate in the packaging. Due to Shockwave's transformation, there was no need to make him just have a single arm because he doesn't transform where the arm is incorporated into the transformation to become the cannon. So here's what you do. You take this hose right here, which is made out of an extremely pliable plastic. It's the same on both ends from what I can tell. He has two ports. He has a port there or a port there. I'm going to put it on this side because he is known to have the cannon arm on his left hand. But you can open this, push the hand back like this on a ball joint, and look at this. Jordan Extra Zero has been suggesting this, and now they have done this on several a figure. Now this handle is probably going to be up. Push it back that way. It just don't be scared. Push it back that way. It feels like it doesn't push, but it does. It has a little peg right there that goes into this part of his arm. So try to line that up as best you can and plug it in, and now he has a cannon arm, and now we can take this and attach it into this port right there. So bam. Now here is Shockwave from the Bumblebee movie, and he is fully armed. Get it armed. But anywho, he is covered in detail. He is covered in Transformers Siege like rust and scrapes and whatnot. He has it on his belly. He has it on the chest. He has it on the legs mostly, and on some parts of the arm. And it's all over really in different spots. So that's cool. But where this dark gray plastic is dark gray plastic, it is dark gray plasticking. So that's what you're working with. And he looks like, in person right now, he looks like a guy wearing a robot suit. Sort of like people call the original Transformers. They look like a guy in a suit. And that was a big problem to some people who hated G1 for whatever reason back then. Now it's the opposite. You gotta love G1. But anywho, let's zoom in on his face. I say face, but it's just an eye, and you'll be shocked by this. What's this? Light up feature. Sorry, that's me turning on the flash. But it is transparent, and there's something in there, or it's shaped a certain way where it gives off the illusion where there's circuitry or whatnot in there. And I said there so many times just now. There. The head can only do that. But while we're up close, let's look at some of the detail again. Up close. And listen to my nephews in the background. Who hopefully my music might drown out, but if it doesn't, yeah, it is what it is at this point. Articulation. The head is capable of going down because of the transformation joint. So he can look down at his own chest. His arms are capable of doing this. Oh, they can do that. They can bend 90 degrees right here, his arm. And the forearm can rotate. And like I said, this is on a ball joint, so that rotates. So whatever you want to be the front of his forearm, it can be the front of his forearm. If you want the arm to be like this, it can be like that, to be honest. But here's the thing that murdered me when I realized. At first, when I picked it out, I was like, wow, this thing feels good. The box was definitely heavy because they're using heavier cardboard. But out of the box, it's tall, it feels heavy. And then I was playing with it and I was realizing he has zero bicep swivel. This thing has such a simple transformation and it has zero bicep swivel, like at all. At all. I know it has that little peg hole right there for the transformation, but they could have put something up there. There's no excuse for it. They could try to give you an excuse, but there's none. I was sitting here thinking like, wow, it would have been nuts. It would have been really cool if this had ab crunch. Forget ab crunch. Give me a bicep swivel. But as a waist rotation, the legs can kick out all the way. They can kick forward all the way. They can kick back all the way. It has a thigh rotation. It has a knee rotation or above knee rotation. It can bend 90 degrees. And the ankle can come forward a bit, come back. Actually, is that really forward? I guess if this is standard, that's forward. And you get a tiny bit of ankle pivot. Not really a lot. Transformation joint right here, that's extra. But yeah. When it comes to not having bicep swivel, you can still do poses like this, but you can't get him to bring his arm in front of the body, even though I don't know if it would have been able to do it anyway. If you lifted it up like this, it could swivel in front of him. But that's just one option that's gone because it doesn't have a bicep swivel. And I am tremendously shocked by that. Now, his gun looks like this, but you could, if you want to, transform it and have a longer gun. So there's that option. But just note that the hose is being stretched when you reach forward. It's still long enough to accommodate for it. But yeah, I wanted to mention it. But anywho, the thing is great besides the fact that it can't really look up, even though it has that extra neck hinge. It doesn't have bicep swivel, and the ankle pivot is kind of lackluster. Here are various Cybertronian robots from the Bumblebee movie. He is slightly taller than that Starscream. Alright, transformation is so simple I did it without even the instructions, but basically we can go ahead and elongate this cannon right there like that. And we can pull it off of his arm and let it just dangle. This hand I already put in, so I'm going to push this, rotate the hand, and then just shut it. Now we can rotate the arm like this where the wheel is up front. Kind of this plug on his back goes into this slot right there. And then we can bend it up, bend his arm up. Same thing over here, bend the arm up. The legs, these treads need to come out and rotate and go back in. Come out, rotate, go back in. You can't lift the feet up like this until you do that. So we got that done. Now we can go ahead and get the legs out like that. Pull the chest open, pull it forward, which also makes this little thing right there, this port, come out of his neck, come out of his body. And we can
bend his stomach section like that. Now there is a cylindrical peg right there that goes into a cylindrical port on both sides of the chest. The neck can go in like this, and we can raise his back up like that. And basically, let's get everything's angled correctly. It just needs to be flat. And down here we need to grab this peg, push that down, and put the peg into this port that came out of his belly. So now here he is in his Cybertronian tank mode, which is highly reminiscent of the core class version. We didn't know whether this version would transform into that, because I believe a third-party manufacturer made this version of Shockwave into something completely different. But it has the wheels, and it can mostly rotate or roll, depending on how you have it aimed. Yeah, it can roll, and of course this can rotate. The hose seems to be able to move with it, so that's cool. And it should be able, it can go up, but this is scary, I ain't gonna lie. It can shoot up. Bending that peg is honestly scary. And let's bring in some stuff I pre-transformed. Here he is next to you, Starscream. Starscream honestly feels a little bit more substantial, but yeah, there you are with that. And here are 3 Autobots, including B-127. So, as you can imagine, they are smaller, being deluxe class figures. So there's that. Anywho, this is what it is. It's a Cybertronian vehicle. They can look like whatever they want. When I first transformed it, I was disappointed because I didn't realize that the head could actually fold all the way down in there. I had the head up like this. And I was like, wow, that's weak. Well, yeah, there's that. But reverse transformation, we could pull that off. Take this handle, shut that. Detach the legs from that chest piece. Move this back until it clicks. Move the head back. And go ahead and rotate this up in there. Flatten out the gut. And then bring this back up to his torso. Bring the legs down. Bring the feet down. Pull these out, rotate it. Pull these out, rotate it. Detach the arms from the pegs on the back. Bring them down. And pretty much this thing is super duper retro, old school, easy. It's almost as easy as like a G1 Soundwave or whatnot. Now, if you want them to have, let's show this on the other arm. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna put it over here. Rotate this hand in. Take the cannon, fold it up into there. And go ahead and, you know what, unpeg it from there. Put it into the bottom. And peg this peg into the arm again like we did earlier. So now here he is with the gun arm on that arm. Now let's bring the camera down. So here he is with that. I said everything I said about this guy. Link in the description for my Amazon associates. Link to this guy for where you can get him on Amazon. Thank you for watching. Follow me on my social media stuff in the description. Check out all the things in my description.
if you want to follow me outside of YouTube and help me out in other ways as far as signing up for Whatnot if you're not already a member of that, and using my Amazon store down there. Whatever you purchase after you click any of my Amazon links and you don't return it, it counts towards a little bonus for me. Anywho, thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man 978 out of here. Hello everyone, T-Man 9. Okay, I already did that, didn't I?
Figure action. That one's me.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click the